Oh, prayer bead. That's huge. Oh, we just need one more. Yep. Yep, and that's where he was. He got sacrificed, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, and they lowered his body into the gate of hell. That's her fault. That's, yeah, the father. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. That was a good hit. Get out of here, Dad. I see that should kill them all. Ooh! Ooh! What was that again? Oof. Did not mean to use sacred water there. I'm just wanting to get them killed. Ouch. There we go. Oh, that's the father. Oh, I think they just respawn. I think we just run. Oh no, we have to kill them. Fuck you. Perform the ritual sight alone. Right. Yep, Sage Hero. Oh, he gave me a prayer bead. Nice. I do want to restock a little bit on some health, since I have a shit ton of points. Alright. And then we'll do another save here, and we'll... like I said, I think we're getting near the end of the game. I feel like that fight might have been tougher in the original, but maybe not. I didn't realize I needed to focus him, like, hard. Because then the other priests really don't matter. Mm-hmm. Yep. She's trying to fight the possession, but she is possessed. Yep, now we're in the deep path. No film. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like going back and forth between Mayu and... There we go. And I believe this is a shortcut, technically. I don't know, this just gives us an item. Can be a prayer bead. Ooh. You dick. Damn, man. I was hoping for more ammo and not a super mega one. I think this is it. Wonder what's in here. That was the last one in the game too, seems like. Oh, it's just a prayer bead. How you doing, dude? No. All right, guys. Jesus. That's one way to use the zoom feature. Definitely didn't find all the twins, but that's fine. I'm surprised the game is not giving me any more film. Failed Kusabi? Oh. Oh, wait, they dropped something. Ooh, prayer beard. Okay, that's what we needed. Willpower recovery, yes, please. That's gonna be good for the final fight, that's for sure. Yep. Only 8? Are you serious? Looking for like something like 10 or 12. Come here. I'll have to do. I'm trying not to waste as much film, but I do want to like kill them. Oh boy. Just for max score, I guess. Yeah, we have like a massive zoom feature now. Two items. It's gonna be fucking... Race won't become aggravated so easily. Oh, that's neat. Reduces damage dealt to aggravated spirits. Ooh, okay. That's actually useful. Alright, this is probably the last save before the finale. This is probably it, guys. Deep path goes very fucking... Oh, Jesus. This goes pretty deep. Hey, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. We need more of that.
Let's complete the ritual. The ritual in which we become one. We become one.
That's a fucking 0, isn't it? Yeah, fucking A. All right, here we are. Like rich. Oh yeah, that's them. All right, she has the flashlight off. Cool. Yep.
Sai.
Mm-hmm.
Forever.
Yep, they hanged her.
I'll wait forever.
But it fucked up. It wasn't enough, or that was the wrong ritual they wanted. Because that caused the Kasabi. And she got her revenge. Which consumed everybody. And that's when the darkness came over. That's when people died, became spirits, cursed this area. Yep. Gotcha, bitch. If I have to, I will stun you. Woo! Yeah, this is gonna do decent damage to him. Should kill. Nice. Goodbye, Sujiro. Crimson Butterfly leading to the abyss. Final letter. Yae, you finally made it. Hurry, come here. I'm right below you. I don't know if you'll make it in here at time, but I'll keep waiting for you until the end. Sigh. Okay. Hellish Abyss, Mayu. Mm-hmm.
We were born together. But in the end, we live and die separately. I knew that. I knew that. Mayu. We'll be together forever. We can't be together forever. But this will make us one.
Yeah.
So, it's okay. Kill me. Why wouldn't you kill me back then? I've been waiting for your hands to wrap around my neck ever since we were kids. Waiting, 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 waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Crimson butterfly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mayu dies by Mio, who is possessed and under the influence of a spirit. Because she realizes afterwards that she just killed her sister. Yeah. This is the canon ending, by the way. We're getting copyrighted probably, but I don't care. That is Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake. Oh boy. I knew we would get it beaten today, but man, that ending still gets me. It's a very rough ending. All this time, you're trying to save your sister. You're trying to get out of this village. And over time, playing as Mio, dealing with all these spirits, being attacked, and seeing everything, it literally like riddles her with a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, and it actually causes her to slowly get overtaken by the influence of the spirits, i.e. Yae. Yae pretty much possessed her at this given point, because Yae has regrets and was kind of seduced into killing her own sister to fulfill the ritual. And yeah, that's the canon ending, which is really fucked up. It's super fucked up. I love the song, by the way. It's a very good song, and man, yeah, you feel so bad for Miu, because she literally was forced to kill her own sister. She literally had no control. She did not want to kill her sister, but she was literally, her mental status and resistance against the spirits was literally weakened. and she was possessed in that final moment. And she literally is, like, seduced by the spirits, by Mayu, who's possessed by Sae to kill her. And the whole reason for this entire curse is that Sae felt fucking wronged and abandoned by her sister, and she wanted to become one. She had attachment issues as the younger sister. So her rage, her torment, and the failed ritual, like, she did not become a butterfly, unquote. She really didn't become a butterfly because they hanged her. She did not get killed by her sister. So that caused her spirit to become evil, and then so she used the power of the Kasabi, made by Sojiro, and together they were able to wipe out the village, kill everybody. Everybody became spirits, and it became a cursed village. And yeah, that is Fatal Frame 2 Remake. Will I play for the other endings? Probably not. At least not on the channel. I don't really have too much time to go through the game again. Even on like hard difficulty, even with like New Game Plus stuff, I really have no intention. If you want to see the other endings, you can look them up. I very rarely. It was Silent Hill F. I was able to do it because it did not feel. I could speedrun that game a lot more. This game, probably not so much. You probably could play it and beat it within like 4 hours, probably, if you just do all single player stuff, the main story. But I really don't have I don't have too much an obligation feeling to do that, unfortunately. But I did like it. I actually did really enjoy this game, and I'll give you guys a final review. I believe there's an after credits. I believe. Yeah. And now Miyu, this is after the aftermath of the whole thing. She's alive.
Always promise each other together forever.
Yep. So she technically has her spirit with her. Yai Spirit Stone Shard. And you need this to get the other endings. Kasabi Spirit Stone. You also need this for some other side stuff. Bag of Charms, Crystal Number Charms you can equip. Cool. That's actually nice. I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably play this off stream and on my own time, to be completely honest. And yeah, that is the Crimson Butterfly ending, which is the true ending, unfortunately, of this game. Mayu dies, and Mio is forced to live with the grief of killing her sister. Does it change the main menu? I hope it does. Wait a minute. Oh, man, it doesn't. Okay. All right. I'm gonna set the controller down. The controller down. Review time. Let's get into it. I really enjoyed this game. I did. I am so glad. So this won't affect the review or my final rating because they were able to do this immediately. They were able to allow us to remove the film grain. The film grain was awful, okay? It was absolutely awful. It had so much aliasing, had so much like weird clarity, sharpness problems. It was awful. It made the game run even worse because there's so much going on the screen. It literally made the game worse. But they literally, it was like a day 1, day 2 patch. You were able to do that, which was like, thank God we were able to do that. That saved me so much headaches, just to watch and play this game. And I did not want you guys to be subjugated to that as well for the most of the playthrough. So, getting out of the way, let me just talk about my review. I deeply enjoyed this game. This game was very fun. It was scary. However, this will get into my main point of the game. I think the atmosphere and the tone of the game is kept and preserved very well. It is kept very well. They do a very good job with the sound design. The sound design is amazing in this game. I felt like I was terrified part way through the game. Just on sounds alone. Just sounds alone. I was really scared. And there was times where I literally, like, went at it very slowly. Like, dude, I am terrified. Like, I don't have much means to fight these guys. They're strong. I can't defeat them quickly. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I had childhood, like, repressed childhood, like, trauma from this game coming out when I was playing at the beginning. Which was pretty good. However, here comes a caveat. Because this game is played in third person, at first it was very scary. However, it started to feel like more of an action game and more of like a straight to perspective type situation. Because if anybody remembers the original, whenever the blue stuff, the blue ghosts where you can take a picture of them and they like disappear, the OG took away your perspective, took away the fixed camera, and would shift it in for the scene, and it would cause you to be scared and jump like, oh, whoa, what's going on? What the hell is happening? This game doesn't do it, so there's chances you're going to miss taking certain photos, seeing certain ghosts. Like, you're going to miss these things because of the way this is played, and I kind of really don't like that. Honestly, it would have been a really cool homage to the original if the game really did like change the camera and turned it into a fixed camera moment. Even just for temporarily, they should have done that. And certain ghosts, certain fights, certain raids you fight in the original also had that happen with some of the encounters. Like when they popped up, the game would like doo doo woo and like, oh shoot, you're in trouble, get ready to fight. Like, I miss that really hard. It would have made this game a lot scarier and a lot more intense. But alas, they stuck with their guns, and you know what? It was actually I actually really felt kind of really comfortable playing this game. Moving around the area was fine. I actually didn't think it was terrible. I thought it was actually pretty good. It was well done. I really did feel that, and this game is pretty much outside of like the side stories. This game is pretty much a near 1-to-1 remake. It's like a not really a reimagining. It's just a remake. It is a 1-to-1 remake. Except they got different voice actors, which is fine. There's slightly updated dialogue, which is okay. Nothing too crazy from what I remember. However, it's just a 1-to-1 remake, so there's not really much new other than cutscenes, and animations are heavily improved, like super improved. However, the ghosts do not look nearly as scary. This is another criticism. The ghosts at certain areas do not look are not nearly as scary because the updated graphics, the art direction wise did not make them seem that scary. In the so their animation is very similar, okay? Their animations are very similar to the original, which is pretty cool. That's fine. However, the way that they looked in the original was far more scarier. They're more or less more corporeal, but because of the fixed camera angles and then you having to shift the first person view with the camera, you had to see them up close, which would made it even scarier, but you already see them up close in third person. The dodge mechanic definitely helps in reduce a lot of the caveat of combat in the original. In the original, it was like you either get hit or you don't. In this game, you now have a dodge feature that is actually really good. It's actually goated as hell, and makes the game actually a lot better to play, to be real. However, it's just, oh man, Like there's a lot of points of the gameplay I really do like, but there's a lot of points. There's also several points that I really feel like really were done better or were just fit more for this game in the original. Like the fixed camera angles, the shifting camera view of certain ghosts and spirits and things, the use of what you call it, visual cues for certain things. They actually have you do have like a meter that lets you know if there's a ghost nearby or if there is a spirit that you need to take a picture of. There's some caveats to that, so let me get further into this. Again, just to be completely real, despite my criticisms, I still really enjoyed this game. This game was really fun. I actually really enjoyed it. But then it's gonna go into the fact that I don't really want to play this again on stream. I don't want to limit myself on a platform and video style wise. I'd rather just play this a little bit more casual on like the harder difficulty just to see the other endings, which I won't talk about it because it's spoilers, but there is a good ending. There is also a bad ending. And then there is a, because this was the true ending. There's a normal ending you can get. There's a bad ending you can get. And then there's actually a super good ending that you can get as well. Which is pretty nice. But other than that, yo bro, love your stream, let's play sometimes. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, I seriously really enjoyed my time with this. Trying to think, like I said, some of the changes was mostly the side story stuff. Like they gave you a little bit more to do with side content, which was neat. However, you had to backtrack a whole lot just to get around. Which honestly, this entire session, more than an hour and a half of this session was like side questing and doing side content, and even some videos are going to be dedicated to side content, which I really don't want to do. I'd rather have a mix of side content and then main story stuff, but it kind of like forced my hand. We were able to do all of them. All of the first playthrough side stuff. I'm assuming the second playthrough is gonna have more side stuff for like the main, for the other endings and such, which is nice. But yeah, I definitely really enjoyed my time. So yeah, like I can't really comment much on the story other than the fact that it's just Fatal Frame 2's story. It really just is Fatal Frame 2's story. So I can't really say any differences or any connections. It's like I like the story. I am the person, and many others really don't like this ending. They don't like the original and just like the standard true ending into this game, which is Mio kills Mayu and she becomes a crimson butterfly and leads her out of the village. It's sad. It sucks. It definitely pisses me off still to this day of the ending. However, writing wise, it makes sense. Miyu all this time was not possessed at all until the very end. She was just weak enough to be possessed and seduced by Sae and / Mayu to cause her to kill her. But I can't, that doesn't really hinder my final rating because I knew what I was getting when I jumped into this. So all right, pros and cons. Pros. Okay, let's get into it. Pros. Graphically, game is very nice looking. I think the graphical direction in this game is very good. The art direction is solid enough to where I don't hate it, and it is pleasing to the eye. They do a lot of cool extra stuff with some of the environments and details. I really liked it. Team Ninja did an amazing job getting some of that done. Let's see. The charm system I actually really like. I just wish you could have upgraded it a lot better. The upgrade system is also another pro. I do like it. And I definitely really liked a lot of the, I liked a lot of those elements of upgrading, but then I was able to get the best upgrades right away, which makes you do a crap ton of damage. It felt good. Let me tell you, it felt good being able to do damage. But then the inventory capacity was kind of rough. Didn't like that so much. Let's see. That's kind of a con, but give or take. So yeah, pros, graphically is great. Art direction is solid, is serviceable. Sound design is amazing. I actually absolutely love the sound design. It was creepy. It got me terrified at a few moments. The beginning of the game is so well done. Like from the original, it's so well done. Like they do a good job at that. They made Mayu not nearly as annoying to handle or deal with during gameplay elements, and she even healed you, which was really nice. Like she was actually, they made it worth having her around because she healed you and recovered your willpower quicker. So she was actually nice to have for that. I actually really enjoyed the side story content. It was fun. It added a lot of stuff. Like I said, good atmosphere, good tone. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. I really enjoyed those parts. For the cons of the side, the art direction of the ghosts are a little lackluster or not nearly as good as the original. Like the original had a really effective scariness to them, and now they're kind of just like, yeah, they're scary, but they look better. They look a little bit more prettier. Like there's a couple of ghosts that really work well, but like again with the camera angle, some of the times their art direction doesn't work because of it. And so yeah, it was not nearly as scary fighting certain ghosts after so many times, when they can be much more terrifying in the original because of the camera and the pacing and movement options you have in the original. Another con is the inventory management, not being able to carry a bunch of films, and then you have to upgrade. You have to spend upgrade points, and a lot of it just to upgrade your inventory. It didn't really seem really fun to me. And then when we did have it maxed out, they started not giving me enough film to use when the enemies respawn, and you don't get ammo back for them. That's not great. The aggressive status is neat, but kind of annoying against going against certain spirits. That could have been probably taken out, to be completely honest. I don't think it added much other than just making you waste more film and making certain encounters harder just for the sake of being harder. And then the third person's perspective, not nearly as scary as the original, but I was fine with it. And then I guess I'm trying to think, what was one of my biggest critiques in this game? I mean, I've said it, but I guess I should list it here as well. I missed the old camera angle style. It was a lot better. It was a lot more scarier. It just felt right to the game. I mean, I understood the assignment. They're going to do third person. They've been doing third person since the fourth game. Fatal Frame 4 was in third person, and you know those games are successful, which is fine, except for Fatal Frame 2 is a one-to-one remake to pretty much a one-to-one remake to the original, and they swapped it for third person, and they didn't really change a whole lot for the ghost to be scarier for being in third person and not on a fixed camera angle. So, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. My pros and cons of the game. Highly enjoyed it. If I had to give this a rating, critically, I think this game is like a. Oh, that's all right. My last con for the game is that the frame rate, dude. We need a performance mode really bad. I want to see how this game looks and plays in 60 FPS. I was playing at 30. This game runs at 30, and it kind of dips a little bit. There's some performance issues for sure, especially in console. There's some performance issues, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, critically, I'd probably give this game critically, it's a solid one-to-one remake. It does a lot of cool stuff with the original content, but it feels like we lose a little bit of the original's scariness and attributes that made it so popular and so good back then on the PS2 and the original Xbox. However, it is still a fun time. It does not feel nearly as egregious backtracking and going between places because there's a lot of loading screens in those games. and it's a lot slower, so this is a lot less of a drag. Critically, I would probably give this game roughly like an 8.5 critically. And my own personal rating, regardless of like critiques and the like criticalness that I gave it, like performance and like that, 8.5 critically. My personal rating would probably sit around. I don't. It sucks. I don't want to. I don't want to give it above a 9, but I don't think below an 8 either. So I think personally, it's another 8.5 for me. I think critically and personally, it's an 8.5 game. It's solid, it's fun, it's good. It has some caveats, but overall, it's a good time, and I did not feel bored other than a few moments. But those moments did not last very long. So, that is going to be it for the stream, and that is going to be it for the playthrough. The next game we're probably gonna play, mainline, like a new entry, won't be until 3 weeks from now, which is gonna be Pragmata. So that gives me time to play a bit more of Parasite Eve. Want to continue Parasite Eve. I've been kind of slacking on that. When I get back into that, refresh myself and continue with that. Unfortunately, because of my time frame, I don't know, and I'm doing other things outside of streaming that is now taking a bit more of my time. It's going to be a lot harder to play more Parasite Eve, and Parasite Eve I typically don't like playing for very long sessions. I like to play like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So it might take a minute before we're actually done with that. We're probably only going to do the original ending for that too. I don't want to do the true ending to that game. We'll see though. The true ending isn't hard to get either. It's just kind of a chore. But yeah, we'll go back to Parasite Eve. I do have other games on my consoles I would like to play, but we're gonna wait until Pragmata comes out. After Pragmata comes out and play that, there's a couple of games also coming out that we definitely need to try and play. But that's gonna be it for this series. That's gonna be it for this playthrough. I hope you guys all enjoyed Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake. I did. I thought it was great. It was fun. It was a solid 8.5. Yeah. Without further ado, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.